Welcome to this second part of the safari to Kidepo. As you will notice, a foreigner could consider the state of the roads as part of fun because they never see these where they come from. But to a Ugandan, this could prove a disincentive, making Kidepo almost impossible to reach. But after all this uphill task to get there, it could, after all, be very much worth the effort. The journey from Kitugum to Kidepo is 139 kilometers, and a part of it is mostly fine. But the last 60 kilometers are the most challenging. The impression that Karamoja is dry and arid starts to melt away as we encounter mountain ranges mixed with such greenery that you for a moment forget how precarious things will get. Contrary to what is said about the violence of the Karamojong, there can be some pleasant surprises.
Wow! Wow!
However, after that encounter, things start looking rough and get only rougher as we get closer to the park. To underline what we are about to encounter, our driver and guide has to turn on the manual four-wheel drive that increases traction for the car on this slippery surface.
All right.
That though did not help when we got stuck here.
If necessary, put it.
It was time for some dirty work, even as evening was beginning to set in. It was time for everybody to join in, lest we sleep here. Then, finally at dusk, we enter the park. But we had to have supper, so there was no time to rest, and we headed for the kitchen at the arrival point in the park.
I had a lady who had knocked by the chin.
Sorry?
I had a lady.
Oh, I had it.
Hey!
Even met je vinger. Oh ja.
Hey! Any accident, you know?
Ik heb wat in mijn gezicht, hè?
This is the first real day break in Kidepo Valley National Park. And because we came in here late last evening, we were not able to pitch the tents for the camp and had to sleep in these bandas behind me. But the whole night, you could hear lions growl and roar from that way. Plus, of course, the footsteps of zebras around us. So we're real in between the wilderness. The wild was around us. You could feel it even while you slept in your bed. Before we set up camp, we had the first game drive, and it was not difficult to see the animals, especially the lions.
But they are hunting.
No, they had been, I think...
They need those days.
These are the ones which had been roaring.
They wanted the zebra.
This is really
After the morning that lived up to expectations so far, we had to pitch camp. Join me in the third part as we set up camp and experience what real camping in the wild without real walls around you feels like.